Americans have bought groceries virtually the same way for a century, but a grocery war is looming that could change our pattern. On the Business Courier front page centerpiece, how Amazon is crashing Kroger's party. The battle between two heavyweights, Cincinnati-based Kroger and online retail behemoth Amazon.com, started in earnest back in December. That's when Amazon opened physical grocery stores to complement its digital sales, throwing a shockwave throughout the industry. Kroger is the nation's largest operator of traditional supermarkets. A significant chunk of its market and future success depends on how well it can fend off Amazon. Consumers will be the ultimate winners because another fierce competitor will mean lower grocery prices. But Amazon's entry could have enormous repercussions in the local business community. Kroger is the region's largest employer with about 22,000 local employees and the third largest U.S. employer behind the federal government and Walmart. Business Courier reporter Steve Watkins covers Kroger and wrote this centerpiece. He's with Business Watch producer Kelly Leon on the studio with more. Steve and Kelly.
Thanks, Peg. Steve, thanks for being here.
Sure, glad to do it.
Changing the way I grocery shop. I've grocery shopped my whole life like this. It's like Seinfeld's Bizarro World. Like, why are they doing this? Why is Amazon getting into this?
It is a different world, that's for sure. I like the Seinfeld reference. The reason Amazon is doing this, as one analyst told me, it's like what Willie Sutton said about robbing banks. That's where people are. Everybody has to buy food. Everybody grocery shops.
True.
And Amazon is trying to dominate retail. Food and beverages are a big part of retail, and Amazon wants to get into that. The margins are small, much smaller than most of the products that Amazon deals with, but they figure if they can get into that part of a shopper's pocketbook, people can buy everything from Amazon, and then they don't have to go anywhere else. So that's their aim.
So what have they done so far?
Well, they've done quite a few things. They deliver groceries in a lot of big markets, mainly on the East and West Coast, and they're starting to expand that. They've also opened a couple of physical locations in Seattle. One is a convenience store where they don't even have clerks. You go in there with your cell phone, you scan the items, you pay through your cell phone, and you're done. And they've also opened a couple of kiosks where people can order online and pick up their groceries, much like you can do at Kroger.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, a real shockwave to the industry, they agreed to buy Whole Foods. So that'll give them 400 plus locations around the country just like that.
So what's Kroger doing? How are they going to combat this, or what are they in the process of doing?
Well, that's the big thing for them, and they're facing a lot of challenges right now. Food price competition is really fierce. Their stock just shot down 19% on Thursday because of a lot of these factors they're facing. But they do have a lot of advantages. They've been in this business a long time. They're known as being the best operator in grocery. They're great at things like fresh products. They have Murray's cheese, bakery, deli. Customer service is fantastic, typically at Kroger. And so a lot of analysts say they are positioned better than almost anybody else to withstand something like this.
So if anybody can deal with it, it's Kroger,
That's
is what
right.
they're saying. Okay, well, interesting to follow this and see how it all plays out.
Yeah, it will be interesting.
This new bizarro world of supermarkets. Thanks, Steve. Take that.